This is a clip from an earlier live stream. I know you're going to like it, so the link to the full video is down below. Check it out. I'll see you over there.
I now very much believe there is something here.
Oh, believe it,
I
girl.
reached out immediately after this moment where Andrew goes mask down. I reached out to Andrew Colbert directly, and I reached out to the COO. And in good faith, I said, hey, I am happy to communicate the facts to my audience. You don't need to submit your alibi to some obscure YouTuber. You don't have to have Alex Jones go after me or attack me. We were just interested in the truth. We didn't know where this was going to end. And I had a phone call, not with Andrew Colbert, a good phone call. I do think thus far Justin Strife has maybe been the only person that has been well intended. And he's not on social media. So he kind of stays above the fray, and he was trying to understand what happened. And I explained to him that I was now pissed off.
Who cares?
That I viewed this to be a violation of our ceasefire. Okay.
Nobody cares.
And he said to me that he would get me a message from Erica that was her quote unquote alibi, if we're calling it that. I never demanded an alibi again. But that this was a conversation between her and Charlie about dinner, about them making dinner during that time frame when Mitch believes that he saw her on Fort Huachuca, at the Fort Huachuca base, at the hotel. So it would be impossible, obviously, if this is a conversation on the 8th between Charlie and Erica, for her to have also been on the base, conversation about dinner. He did send me that message, but the contact name was blacked out. So I said, do you mind, just sending me, you can unblock the contact name, obviously, because I know Charlie's number. So, and he said, we thought you were going to release that to the public, and we don't want Charlie's nickname to be shown. And I said, well, don't worry about that. I'm not going to release the message. I think the public trusts me. I'm not going to release the message. If I say I saw it and confirmed it, they would trust it. But I need I need to see Charlie's name. Could you just send me the quick video of her opening that? And I've not received that since. Okay. So
because they don't, you don't deserve something. Why are you thinking that people need to do this? The TPUSA, I'm telling y'all, TPUSA has shot themselves in the foot by engaging with this crazy lunatic. Like, again, this is all old news. You've not told us anything new. You've not shared, you've not debunked anything that we know about Mitch Snow, his dad being a Zodiac killer, all this stuff about the attacks and so forth. All these things that chip away at his credibility and his truthfulness in the public eye. You've not addressed any of that. I have no idea what this has to do with anything whatsoever. None whatsoever. Because whether or not Erica was there is really subject to whether or not we can see Mitch as a truthful, because even if she was there, it still don't mean that Mitch is telling the truth. See, this is dumb.
I followed up about 4 times. I still have not received that.
Who
so
cares?
Confirm that.
Kudos to TPUSA.
I'm interested in confirming it.
Put TPUSA in the chat, y'all, because TPUSA does not need to engage Candace Owens. Let's just flood the chat with TPUSA. Just flood it. Just flood it with TPUSA. Because they don't owe you anything, Brenda. I don't understand why this is a lap that you can't understand. I don't understand it, but I pray that these people use the free will and the good air that God gave them in 2026 to ignore her.
I'm interested in confirming it because I feel like something's there. I just sense, you know what, to use an expression that Daily Wire apparently loves. We don't know now, but I think we know. Something happened at Fort Huachuca. And tomorrow we're going to dive deeper. We'll talk about tomorrow. We're going to talk about Mark Amadei. Actually, I do believe that Mark Amadei, and again, remember, regarding Cabot Phillips and Mark Amadei, I was not contacted about them initially. He gave me descriptions of the people that he saw, and I started sending him faces. I do think that I do know who he saw. That was a congressman, and it was not Mark Amadei. So we're going to get into that.
So that means you were wrong. That means what you've done by dragging that man out there was wrong. You put a lawmaker in the sight of your crazy Cantifa cult members, ma'am.
Very interesting because a lot of pieces are coming together for me.
New pieces tomorrow.
Is a lot to say today, and I wanted to
recap
that because I feel I am just feeling like a ceasefire was violated. And I think that's fair. I think that is fair.
Wow.
So we will take
A
a brief break and
ceasefire
come back and answer
was
some of your comments.
violated.
All right, you guys, this year,
Hold
a
on.
lot of us are setting the same genocide, Conspiracy rights.
Hold on, wait.
Again, that's 800-795-1210 or visit americanfinancing.net/Owens. That's americanfinancing.net/Owens. All right, here's my, I got this Christmas present from Mark and it's just hilarious. I can't even believe that this is being sold
Wow.
online. I don't know. It's just very sweet that France is selling Brigitte dolls. It's very sweet. You can collect their collector's items, I would say. And whoever is selling this
Wow.
is about to be so sued from the French government. Top comments from last episode at the end of last year, obviously.
So they won't, again, if Candace wants to beat the charges that her show is recorded, which I emphatically stand on, Candace's show is recorded, she would bring up the comments in real time. In real time, just like I do this. She needs to bring up those real comments. That's what needs to happen. The reason she doesn't is because the show is recorded. That's why she's talking about comments from the last episode and not the new episode that's going on right now in real time.
Was the midget horse who did nothing wrong. Again, I apologize to the horse. Conspiracy writes his initials are literally BS. She sings her songs, writes genocide. You had the other genocide is always wrong. Yeah, that me saying that got me in a lot of trouble. And I still feel that way. I still think genocide is always wrong. So I have not.
What about genocide in Nigeria, Candace? What about genocide in Nigeria? Do you have any opinion on that?
Learned my lesson, but it's never going to stop. I am never going to stop being chased by this company. It's really weird and it makes me uncomfortable. I just want to be fired. Never wanted to just be fired so bad. Have you ever heard anybody just be like, can you please just fire me? I am, please just let me go on my merry way. It's never going to end. Jenna writes, praying and fasting for you as you search for truth. Thank you so much. And we should pray for the entire world because it really does feel like we are in, and I know I'm sure everyone feels this way, but it feels very end of times right now where their old tactics are not working and they're growing increasingly desperate and increasingly angry. And I just feel like everyone's glitching right now. People that we used to trust, they're just sort of glitching and we're starting to see them for what they are as a part of a larger psychological operation. And they're just handing us more things, more stuff that's meant to distract us. And they didn't want us to be this focused on the Charlie Kirk assassination, but I am this focused on the Charlie Kirk assassination. And I have so much stuff that I can't wait to break for you beginning tomorrow. Isabella writes, what do you think Charlie would say about the operation capturing the dictator Maduro? He was a terrible man that oppressed the Venezuelan people, but I'm afraid of the deep state. I'm afraid the deep state or Israel is involved. Oh, you don't have to imagine that. I mean, Israel.
This is interesting because she said she was reading comments from the last episode. So these are comments that are, I guess, new, but why are you not pulling them up on the screen if they're new comments? And the other thing I just want to point out, let me just, I know I don't mean to jump backwards on this, but sorry. I'm going to pull this up just to show you where that comment go, where she just read the comment. Okay, whatever. She read a comment and notice that it wasn't, darn it. Okay, I apologize. I think it was I don't know. I could have been wrong. It looks like a YouTube comment, not a live chat comment. That's different. That's different. So I'll find it. Maybe I'll make it the thumbnail or something.
I think Israel's salivating and they're pretending like this means we're going to have cheap oil. We're going to be filling up our tank for 3 cents. And what's going to happen after that is America, the streets are going to be clean. The kids are going to become smart. Like, how many times can you keep falling for the same thing? Like the same CIA narrative that the reason why we're toppling all of these regimes is because we're the good guys. Like, I just don't know how many times we can keep engaging in the same stupid sport and expecting different results. We're just doing the same stupid thing over and over. Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan. No, really, this time we're toppling evil. Oh, millions of civilians dead. The states are worse than they've ever been. What happened? Oh, I know what happened. Imperialism happened. People at the very top, the oligarchy that runs the world, got richer. They became more powerful. And the rest of us, yeah, no, not doing any better, actually. But if we're lucky, our sons will be able to go die overseas. That's kind of the offer.
What are you talking about, Brenda?
Just keeps happening. Just keeps happening. And I just would like to get off the hamster wheel. So no, to be extra clear here, I do not believe Maduro was a good guy. I am not team Maduro. Nor do I think that Assad was some perfect president of Syria. I just recognize the CIA and the Mossad and what they keep doing over and over again.
I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.